Hey readers, and we are here to talk about Old Lady Gang. I apologize for my delay, but in honor of Aunt Bertha, I got my red solo cup, and we gonna get started, okay? So the episode kicks off. It really was a good episode to me. Not your typical. Let me just say this. Let me just say this before I even get into the review, right? Because y'all know I be tweeting when the show go on, and I'm gonna need some of y'all. I can tell how y'all was raised, because y'all ain't putting no handle on the OLG names. Like y'all just talking about Bertha, Nora, and Joyce. I'm gonna need y'all to put Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, who we gonna call from here on out, Aunt Knuckin for your buck, okay? And Mama Joyce. Okay, them not your people. All right, we gonna respect them. We gonna put some respect on their name and some titles on their name. Just my opinion. Like I can't, baby, I just can't be calling the older generation, the elderly, the AARP group, Joyce, Aunt Nuck if your buck, aka Aunt Nora, and Bertha. We not gonna do that. We gonna Aunt Bertha, I Nora, Mama Joyce, okay? But this episode was good, y'all. I'ma just go ahead on and say I am loving Kandi and the gang, okay? It's giving me originality. It's not giving me forced, okay, at all. It seems very natural and normal. So of course, we pick up. We're at the OLG. Well, no, we weren't at the OLG. We was at we get to meet we get to meet the cousin that everybody been waiting on, Mr. Patrick, okay? We see him in his mirror doing his meditation, bringing it on in, baby. He is confident with his manifestation, parking on his shirt, okay? We find out him and Melvin is roommates and they cousins, but they more like brothers than cousins. And y'all, I can relate to that, okay? Because I have some cousins that's more like my siblings, you know what I'm saying, than anything, especially my male cousins, okay? Like my cousin Dominic, my cousin Eric, baby, let me tell you, especially me and my cousin Eric, baby, our mamas shared formula and pampers, and I was that cousin sister, okay? When I ain't like his girlfriend, I disappeared them, okay? They had to go. Matter of fact, he had one that I ain't like, and I had bought my friend to hook him up with because he played football, okay? And his girlfriend was trying to talk to him, baby. And when I tell you, I followed him from the locker room, all the way to the field. Now today, you wasn't gonna talk to him, okay? It wasn't happening not on my watch because I ain't like her. I probably was wrong for that, y'all, but I don't care. I ain't like her. She was She like, I'm sorry. If you my cousin girlfriend, you my cousin girlfriend. You not about to be in his teammates' face like, hey, good game, good game. And then when he come out, it's like, hey. So I had to get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? But now I come with a damn warning label and stuff like this. My cousin I was telling you about. But I don't be right. I don't be wrong. I don't be wrong about them, y'all. I don't be wrong. So thank me, cousins. I saved y'all. But anyway, so Patrick and Melvin living together. Everybody going up for Patrick, but y'all, I was looking at Melvin. Melvin is cute in the face and thick in the waist, okay? Melvin, baby, give me a call if you looking for somebody to cook for you, because you tired of cooking for everybody else, okay? I come with 3 kids, Melvin, but I got my own, okay? Don't ask me about what I bring to the table because I'm the whole damn house. But anyway, so Melvin making a breakfast for them, and they talking about how they glad they living together and how close they are. And I was glad to see that, right? But then Patrick was trying to stick up my bae on Melvin, right? And make him wash the dishes. Melvin was like, I cooked the breakfast, you can wash the dishes. He was like, oh no, we can't be having that. I got to go. I got to get ready for work. I said, I know you lying. So the next thing we see, Dom Unique and Mr. Brandon, the manager, the boss and the manager, baby, that's the story. Kandi. Kandi, I just gave you a story. I just gave you a play. You done already had a mother's love. The next installment of your playwriting career could be the bartender and the manager. Okay, kind of like a Beauty and the Beast, the beautician and the king, or whatever that story was. I don't know. Y'all know Fran Dressler played it, but whatever. Anyway, we see them out on a date and they talking or whatever. They got a good chemistry, but something about this makes me feel like this ain't a real first date. I feel like they were saying it was their first date for the camera, but this was really just their regular date night. Now I could be wrong. Because I ain't in them people life and they phones and in their bedrooms. But baby, I don't get first date vibes. But it was cute or whatever. They was talking. He was asking her about what she want to do. Do she ultimately want to be a choreographer? And coming from a dance background, I was interested to know what you want to do, girl. And she was like, no, her ultimate dream is to dance for Beyonce. I said, I know you lying. Now, Dominique. I like you, Mom. I like you so far. Hey, don't get me wrong. Dancing for Queen Bee, baby, yeah, that'll be real top up. But I'm gonna need you to get like old girl Boom Cat. I don't remember her name, but what's her name? Is it Lori? I think it might be Lori, but I could be wrong because y'all know I'm bad with names. But baby, I want you to get like Boom Cat and be doing your own thing and train your own dancers. But everybody don't want to do that. So big ups to y'all. I hope Queen Bee is cool with Kandi. And so she watching her show so Kandi can get some ratings on in there and see that want to dance and get your thing. Or Kandi, if you got to hook up with Queen Bee for her next tour, go ahead on throw Dominique name in there for a little reference. But Dominique is ultimately saying that is what she wants to do. However, being at OLG, she can't really hone her craft. And Dominique, I know Kandi and them love you, but I'm gonna just say this: go ahead and quit, girl. Go ahead and quit. Let Kandi know it ain't nothing personal, and see if she can throw you in there. Because if bartending is not ultimately what you want to do, work on what you want to do. You done dance for Meg, so you must got the knees, girl. Everybody gonna take you. Shoot. Ooh, y'all, I done got hot. Anyway, but you done danced for Meg. Meg done did the video with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how cool you got with Meg, but see if she'll put a little 1-2 in there for you. You know what I'm saying? So you can enhance your little dance stuff, right? And work on it. So next thing we see, Shy, we at the OLG, baby. Well, we at the OLG. Y'all know I'll be talking all out of order. No. Yeah, okay. So we was at the OLG, all right, and baby Brian comes in. Y'all, can I say y'all right now, I ain't even seen the rest of the season. Brian gonna be my favorite. So Brian come in, he like, yeah, I'm back. It's my first day, baby. They asked the OLGs how they feel about Brian. They like, oh, they was like Brian. You know, the one with the hair. Baby, I'm gonna go get me a old nasty piece of hair and put on top of here so I could be like Brian, okay? But anyway, so they talking about Brian or whatever, the OLG like, but they're like, yeah, we love Brian. He was so sweet. We love Brian. So we know Brian was beloved. And after seeing him with the customers and how he was walking around there, I can see why he was beloved, okay? So he like, where my section? They like, I don't know that boss right there. So Patrick, he walks up to Patrick. Patrick like, okay, yeah, I'm going to bring it to your section. So Patrick brings him downstairs. He's like, oh, this is going to be your section. He's like, well, normally I work up and down. He was like, this is going to be your section. I was like, all right, Pat, like, I know you had, not Patrick, Philip. Child, why is Patrick on my mind? Anyway. But Philip is like, this gonna be your section or whatever. So he was like, all right, well, I normally work up and down. Philip was like, but this gonna be your section. And I understand Philip gotta be stern, but Philip, I was going up for you last week, but this week, baby, I wanna let you know, you was a complete arrogant asshat. That's just straight what it is. You was an asshat, and you was very arrogant. And it's a way to be stern without being arrogant and condescending and talking down to people. Okay? Like, it's definitely a way to do that, and that is not what you did this week at all. Not one bit, not one iota, and I was not here for you this week. Hopefully next week you be a little bit better, but child, I don't think so. But anyway, so baby, when Brian got down there, he said, what is this? He looked like it's ready for a funeral. Philip was like, Brian, focus. And so he was like, well, I just want to make sure you're on board. What made you come back? And Brian was like, I had my own struggles, basically, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm here and I'm back or whatever. And he was like, well, I just want to make sure you're going with the vision where we're going. And Brian like, baby, shit, I don't know what my vision is sometime. And I'm like, all right, Brian, come on now. But Brian kept his cool throughout it all. Like, even though Philip was talking down to him, he kept his cool, and I liked it. Baby, then Philip said, he was like, I'm on board. They bringing back the changes. And Philip was like, what changes? Like me? And Brian was like, hey, baby, all I heard was the cricket sounds in my head. Whatever the sound the cricket make, y'all. I can't make that. But anyway, so Brian was like, yeah, I guess. Basically, I don't know, man, just come and go. But we'll see. We'll see what changes that you made. I was like, all right, Brian. But baby, when they saw him, and he told them people, take right what you want down, and I'd be right back. And then he came back and was like, I'm just playing. His personality, baby, he needs to be the hostess. He can be the bartender. Dominique, I like you. And the only reason I want Brian to go ahead on is replace you because I want to see you fulfill your dream and be dancing. You feel me? That's it. That's the only reason, Mom. That's the only reason. But he can be everything. He can even be the Philip for me, baby, because I love Brian. I love his personality, baby. When he had that Swiffer Sweeper and say, when they bringing in a casket, y'all. Kandi, you putting Brian on this show is going to have me dead to the bed. And I just need you to go ahead on, because I'm from New Orleans, send Le Manchu chicken wings for my repast. That's it. Le Manchu chicken wings. Or you can have Melvin fry the chicken. Because I'm birthday them say he fried the chicken good. So then Brian goes upstairs and he see the little paper on the thing, the little scan board. He see his laying. And he like, what is this? This is ghetto. Ain't no tape. You don't know what you're putting in your phone. And I have to agree. Like, Kandi and Todd, why that little scan menu because of the COVID? I appreciate y'all having this, so everybody ain't got to be touching the same menu and get Miss Covina or one of her cousins that has come in and decided they don't want to go. But I don't know, not since they're talking about Ukraine. We ain't heard shit about Covina. But anyway, y'all could have made that look better than that. That was real cheap. Kandi, you got too much money for your restaurant to be coming off real cheap. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know if it's because it's in the hood that it's like that, but just because it's in the hood don't mean that it have to look hood, okay? Just my opinion. I ain't got your money, so I can't run the restaurant. And I'm guessing we still don't have a generator this week, okay? But anyway. So that was that. Then we see Dom Unique, Sean Driller. Ain't that her name, Sean Driller? Yeah, Sean Driller. Yeah, I know it's Sean Driller, y'all. But I'm Bertha call her Sean Driller. I'm going to call her Sean Driller. Sean Driller and Torin. Baby, they go to Torin house. Now, Torin, we saw all your beautiful decorations. But let me tell you something, sir. You out of line and you disrespectful for inviting people to your house to eat and drink without no food. When you invite me to eat and drink, I want food. I want food. I don't want no charcuterie board. I want real live food. And then, you ain't even had no cheese on your charcuterie. I don't even know how to say that word. Charcuterie, whatever. It was a board. It was a board, and I would have been dashing on him, I would have left. Because, baby, I would have expected a little piece of crab cake, little chicken wing, little meatballs with a little barbecue sauce, little finger sandwich or something. Not that. Word to everybody. Don't invite me to nothing. You ain't got no real food. Because when you invite me to a party, I come with my stomach ready to eat. So if you don't plan on having no food, don't invite me. Cross me off the list or let me know, listen, it's going to be just, fruit trays and vegetable trays and a little wine. Understand, if I accept that invitation, I'm going to be late. Because I'm going to stop and eat until I'm full. Because I'm not going to come sit at your house and be hungry. But anyway, so they get the talking, baby, and of course, they got to talk about Philip and how he is because Torin coming back. And Sean Driller, they like, Torin asked Dominique, are you dating anybody or whatever? And then Sean Driller was like, well, girl, you know. And she was like, Dominique, like, listen, I'm not trying to put that out there right now about me and Brandon because I don't even know where me and Brandon gonna go. Let us get to where we're going before we put everybody out. And I'm with her. Like, Chandrilla, that ain't your business to tell. If you was privy to the information, keep your mouth shut, stay in your lane. That's another reason why I don't like you. You're doing too much. You're doing absolutely too damn much. Okay. But anyway. So she's like, no. So we see them talk about that, and that pretty much was it on that. All right. So now we're back at the restaurant, which this was when Brian was working, but I had forgot that part, but it just came back to my memory. So they was all talking about going out or whatever, and Philip standing up there looking like this. So are y'all going out? Baby Chandrilla was ignoring him like, well, listen, when we get off, We're going to go get some drinks and we're going to catch up. And Philip standing there looking like. So then finally, you know, Brian was like, well, you know, you want to come or whatever. And he was like, oh, not with you. Philip, you know you wanted to go. I don't even know why you standing up there acting like that, because you were standing up there looking like the kid who never get invited to the birthday parties. You know you wanted to go and you ain't have to say it like that. Like the way you talking down as if you're so much better. I get not wanting to fraternize with employees, but the way you talking down to people, I can't get with that, because I was taught you respect the CEO and the janitor. And like I said before, respect is a two-way street, and you going up a one-way. You want them to respect you, but you not respecting them. And that ain't right. You can say, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, if we could do anything, it will be at a plant company team building activity. And that would have been it. That, oh, not with you. As if they are so far beneath you. But I done found out what your problem is or whatever. So they all go out or whatever. They come in, you know, people start coming in. Miss Chandrilla want to take it upon herself to goddamn move people around and arrange their seats playing musical chairs. I told her, girl, I ain't come here to play no goddamn musical chairs. I'm going to sit where the hell I wanted to sit. If Brandon and Dominique wanted to sit next to each other, baby, they would have did like Megan said. We never show up together, but I text him when I'm ready to go. That ain't none of your business to be moving people around, playing chess moves and magical partnership and everything else. You doing too much. She's getting up here talking about when we go out, we're all our own individuals, but I lead the pack. Girl, somebody need to lead your ass to the unemployment. I am sick of you. We 2 episodes in and I am sick of you. You doing too much. But anyway, so everybody comes in, they get to talking, they ordering their drinks, baby. And Patrick, like, I don't drink no more. You know what I'm saying? Since I met whatever her name is, Liberty Phoenix. Y'all don't remember what his woman name is. But baby, when they were showing the 100 child, I said, oh, he got him a fine little piece. All right now. Come through, Patrick. Nice little IG model girlfriend. Okay, because that's what she look like. We find out that she do the cool sculpting and stuff. Kandi, inbox me, girl. Nola_Reads on Instagram. And send me Patrick girlfriend information, because summer almost here and I ain't been working on my summer body. I've been eating. So I need to partake in her services. I come there later. My mama been trying to get me to come there to visit for a visit anyway. But child, I have 3 children, so that's 4 plane tickets. And big, gas is too high and so is airfare. Child, that's why we FaceTime. But anyway, so he's talking about his lady, and that's when we found out that him and Chandrilla had a shit going on. It wasn't a relationship, it was just shit, right? So she gets in her confessional and she's talking all big and bad, like, oh, he wasn't experienced and he wasn't putting it down like that with her. So she met whoever she met, Jim Blow, and now they've been together 2 years and she's engaged. Now, I'm not understanding, and I'm hoping they've been together 2 years total and she's engaged, because, girl, you've been engaged for 2 years. What is your wedding date? Don't be around here like Project Pushing Portia, because, baby, February 22nd that came in left and we ain't had no wedding. But anyway, but to say you have moved on, Chandrilla, and Patrick thing wasn't thinging like that, baby. You was panini pressed. You was panini pressed when he was talking about his old lady, baby. You was sitting at the table talking under your breath, my body real, my lips real, my this real, or she got the same birthday as me. Girl, you was doing too much for somebody who engaged to some damn body else. Ain't no way I'm about to be acting like that behind that one dickin'. There is absolutely no way. Child, I could give a goddamn cheers to you, ma'am. Thank you for taking a week dick off my hands. That's it, that's all. You really sitting up here looking like a scorned woman. What you thought you was applying to be the assistant manager of the parking lot? You thought because you was screwing Patrick that you was going to move up? Nah, you still at the front door and you still can't get that right. Shut the hell up, ma'am. We don't want to hear about you and Jim Bob, or whatever the hell his name is, Junebug, June. I think it's June. We don't want to hear about you and June no more, the way you just set up here and act behind this man that ain't your man and clearly didn't care enough about you to make you his woman, and you was gapping your legs for free, and you real bitter and pressed. You was opening them up without a commitment. That's on you, Mom. sorry. Not sorry. And I just don't like you. Your attitude has come off real stank to me. Okay. But meanwhile, they sit around there talking about the pay, and I'm like, not pay again, not after that man was just trying to sue Kandi on Real Housewives of Atlanta talking about she don't pay. Now we got more people talking about pay, and then I Chandrilla talking about the people at the Family Dollar make more than her. Well, go to the Family Dollars then. Go to the Family Dollars then. That's how I feel about it. Go. Because, baby, OLG could definitely find somebody who can do better than you with greeting the people. I'm just saying. But I don't believe Kandi really paying that girl $12 an hour. I just don't believe it. Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know about her background. I don't know if she come from a wealthy family, had a little nest egg or something like that. One on some scratch offs, but they say you have some Airbnbs. So how did you purchase your Airbnbs for $12 an hour? I don't know, but I heard in the speak on it that Kandi was like, that ain't true. But not in the speak on it, but somewhere Kandi was like, that ain't true that she paid you $12 an hour. Or whatever. So anyway, they saying all that in front of Patrick, and Patrick was like, look, the OLG, that's my family, and Kandi is my godmother, and I'm riding with it. If you feel this way about the OLG, then you don't need to be there. Patrick, she ain't need to be there from jump. She's 4 years of coming there. She still got to have the GPS because she don't know how the hell to get there. She have a nasty attitude, a nasty disposition, don't want to be told nothing. And according to Kandi, she come whenever she want to come. She barely there. She barely do her job like she's supposed to. Let her go. But anyway, we know she's still there. Well, I don't know if she's still there current day, but we know at this point she's still there. Okay, so Patrick was like, they better watch what they see, because they ain't gonna be too much of talking about the OLG that he gonna take, and I'm with him. Come on, Pat, say something with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then we go from there. We see Kandi want to get into it and have a family intervention with Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, aka Auntie Nuck if you buck, Mama Joyce, her cousin Kim. Now cousin Kim is Aunt Bertha's daughter. She was working down there to the OLG. She said Mama Joyce cussed her out. Mama Joyce said she ain't cussed her out. Child, I don't know, because we know Mama Joyce will cuss somebody out. Mama Joyce said she got pissed off because when Kim wanted to leave, Kim was like, all right, and who coming with me? And you don't do that to family, and Kandi done did too much for all of them. And I can see Mama Joyce being mad at them, because we know that Kandi takes care of her whole family. We know this. But before we get into that, Melvin did go over to Aunt Bertha's house, which Melvin is Aunt Bertha's grandson. So we see them cooking together, baby. They cooking a cabbage, and I was like, Lord, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I wanted every last bit of that food. Kandi called Melvin, was like, what y'all doing? And he said he by his grandmother. Melvin, like, any chance he gets to spend with his grandmother. He want to spend it. And they both say majority of his time is spent at the restaurant. He don't get too much time. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Then here comes Todd in the confession. She like, Kandi, like, he went to culinary and you paid for it. Todd, who gives a fuck? Like, why do we need to know that? First of all, America has already known, even prior to Kandi marrying you, that Kandi takes care of her family. We already know that. I'm going to need you to, I'm sorry, Kandi, no disrespect for your husband, but I'm going to need him to stop with that. Okay, because we already know that you take care of your family and you pride yourself on taking care of your family, and that's something that's big to you. And I feel like kudos to you. If you got the money to do it, you got the money to do it. That was an investment in Melvin, but Melvin turned around giving all his time at the restaurant. So Ty, what you talking about? Like, we as America, we didn't need to know that. I don't care if Kandi paid for it, Boo Boo the fool paid for it, Aunt Bertha paid for it, his mama paid for it, whoever. I don't care. He went and he did something with himself. He could have just been asking Kandi to just pay his rent. So asking her to help him with building a career and a future for himself, child, shut up, Ty. Be quiet. Because why you ain't in the line getting that generator instead of sitting next to Kandi talking about what she paid for? Go get the damn generator. That's what we want you to do, businessman. But whatever. Anyway, I digress. So Kandi is telling Aunt Bertha, you know how she want to get everybody back together, so there's no tension and they can all go back to how they used to be. Baby, so now we at Kandi house. Baby, they get stuff. She done call her cousin Weenie, because Weenie is the peacemaker. Weenie know how to get in between everybody when it get to going down. Like, hey, nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? In her little Weenie way, however she comforts the family and the people and gets them to hear her, right? So baby, they get the store, and Kim like, listen, this is what happened. I feel this way. I feel uncomfortable coming around now because you said this was your restaurant and this your kitchen and you was cussing me out. And I heard that. Mama Joyce was like, I ain't cuss you out. I ain't say it was my effing restaurant. Everybody know it ain't my restaurant. I ain't say it was my restaurant. And Aunt Bertha had that red cup in her hand, baby. And she looked at Mama Joyce and said, why is you cussing so? I don't care what A. Bertha say, y'all. I love me some A. Bertha. Lord, if I could meet that lady, I swear to God, I'd be just too happy and tickled pink. Child, she could cuss me out. I wouldn't give a good goddamn. I'd sit there and smile. Why is you cussing so? Baby, so they got the gun on there. Mama Joyce was saying she didn't say that. And I'm like, Mama Joyce, I love you, Mama Joyce, but we know you will go off on somebody. So she got the scrolling in her phone. Hold up, because I got it right here. Baby, she ain't never pulled it up. Kim was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and we was just waiting and waiting and waiting. Baby, so Aunt Nora was like, baby, she told me, she was like, you wasn't even there. Aunt Nora was like, it don't matter. And this is how she got the name Auntie Nook if you book from me, okay? She was like, it don't matter because Joyce told me, which makes me feel like Aunt Nora and Mama Joyce is a little bit closer than maybe Aunt Bertha and them. So baby, Aunt Nora done stood up and you said it and you shouldn't have did it and da-da-da. So Kim stands up like, and who you talking for? Who you playing with? And I Nora said, don't make me knock you down like I did the last time. And I said, I Nora, you're knocking down your nieces? Look, if you buck, why not? If you buck, why not? If you buck. Baby, I Nora was knocking and bucking and ready to fight, okay? I said, I Nora, you in your 80s and you still ready to get with it? I ain't mad at you though. But Kim wasn't no punk either, because Kim was like, I'm right here. What's happening with it? I'm right here. And then Kandi was like, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So Aunt Bertha goes stand in front of her daughter, which rightfully so, that's her daughter. I thought she was gonna give her a backhand for telling her sister I'm right here. But you know, they all part of the AARP club. So I guess, you know, Aunt Bertha was like, they probably just talking, they ain't about to do nothing. So, you know, something gets cut out, I'm sure, right? But the next thing you know, baby, they calm down, they all sit down or whatever, and they get decided, all right, it's time, everybody about to go. Mama Joyce said, hold up before you leave, because we have sandwiches and chicken wings. I done spent my money, so y'all better eat. Baby, so they all go in the kitchen and start eating. Kandi said, that's our family, baby. Bring out some good chicken wings. They were just arguing, Weenie laughing. And I was laughing too, because they were just arguing and going at it. Now everybody in the kitchen getting their chicken wings. And Aunt Bertha moving hers to the side, baby, and grabbing her wing. I saw it, baby. She grabbing her wing. She said that's gonna be her breakfast in the morning. I'm like, baby, yes indeed, especially if you're eating it cold. Because I get that from my uncle, baby. Eat some cold fried chicken. Yes, Lord, I will eat it, good God, especially that cold manchu. Baby, if y'all ever go to New Orleans, get your little manchu chicken. Thank me later. Or go to the Wing Shake, the one on Orleans and Cleveland. All right, go to the Wing Shake, baby. Baby, get your little 10-piece hot wing from the Wing Shake, them loaded fries and the large ghetto punch, baby. But listen, if you borderline diabetic, don't get the ghetto punch, all right? Because it gives you diabetes just for about 10-15 minutes after you're drinking, and then you're good. But I don't want nobody borderline gonna get it. Talk about, no, you told me get this, and now I'm a diabetical. Nope, don't blame it on me. But y'all, so then after that, we see Patrick. Right, he coming in there, he talking to Kandi. Kandi like, oh, okay, he telling Kandi about what was going on. He's like, people was talking about how they pay. Baby, Patrick ain't care who could have overheard him up in there. And I was like, that's right, Patrick, you better go back and tell your cousin, because at the end of the day, that's where your loyalty lies. Okay, then we see Tori come in, he's talking to Don Juan like, you know, we got a new manager, whatever. Go look at the space, you know, do what you need to do. And then he walks in. Now, baby, this is where him and Philip gets into it. Now, I will say this, manners, and and I guess it's different everywhere. I don't know. I was born and raised in Georgia, right? So people from Georgia, y'all let me know how it goes, okay? I was taught in New Orleans, when you walk in a room and someone is in there, you are the obligated greeter because you are walking into a place where somebody is at. So you give them a general good morning, good evening. If it's somebody we fuck with, then we like, hey girl, hey cousin, because you know in New Orleans, your cousin name is cousin. All right, it's just cousin. They got a real name, but that's for them old people to use and them aunties and them uncles. My cousin's name is cousin. Say cousin. All right, cousin. Depending on how close you are, you might walk in there. Hey, what your big head is? Say cousin. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But in this case, it's a business situation. So he walked in, he ain't saying nothing to Philip. He just keep going. Philip was like, hey, how you doing? Do you want to talk? He was like, oh, I didn't know we was having a scheduled conversation. And Philip was like, well, it ain't scheduled, but, let's talk. So Torin like, all right, we can talk. But he's still doing, taking his measurements and doing what he need to do in the new space or whatever. Because they've made some changes since he's been there to the event phase. So Philip was like, I like to sit and talk to the person that I'm talking to. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes and sit down, and Philip was like, okay, so, you need to understand that your contingency upon being here is based on if I feel you can do the job or not. And I'm like, hold up, Philip, clearly that ain't true. Because if that was the case, then Kandi, you and him, and Todd, and Don Juan, and all the powers that be in the pecking order that you said Kandi, Todd, Don Juan, then you, clearly it was Kandi, Todd, and Don Juan, and they made the decision to bring Torin back without you. So all of that, the contingency upon you being here, is based on if I feel like you could do a job, I'll be damned, because clearly you wasn't included from what we can see. And I'm going to say that, from what we can see, from what my eyes saw, you wasn't included in bringing him back there. So shut the hell up with that. You was very condescending. You don't have to talk to everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? So Soren was like, okay, so was this supposed to be an interview? Like, what you talking about? What you saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? And baby, him and Philip get stuck going back and forth. He was like, well, you ain't tell me about yourself. And Torin was like, well, I ain't leaving the best life before, whatever. But you ain't told me about yourself, who you are and what you do. And what's your qualification? And Philip feel like he ain't got to tell nobody nothing, which, I ain't never had a boss that I was able to ask them, well, you tell me what your qualifications are to be talking to me. Okay, so Torin, that was a little rude, but I feel like you was matching arrogance with arrogance, period. Philip, you walked in and put 20 on 10, and you only had $2, and you couldn't even afford to get a full gallon of gas. Okay, you was doing too much. You was doing too much. You ain't have to talk down to people like that. Like, you want people to give you the ultimate respect, but your arrogantness is what's going to turn the people off, and they only going to not want to do what you say even more. All of this, you can hire and you can fire. Clearly, you can't hire because you didn't hire him. And y'all putting Philip in this position, Kandi and Todd and Don Juan or whoever was in charge of letting Philip know, baby, the memo apparently got missed of why Torin was there and what Torin was doing, because he went in there and get the work. He measuring with his Amazon bought put together toolkit, okay, trying to get the place together for whatever event. But baby, Torin sure let Philip know, because I ain't bringing money. When I do events, I bring in money. I was like, come on, you better let him know. You better let him know. Philip, I hope you get yourself together. We saw you and your boyfriend Felipe. Philip and Felipe, y'all is a fine, beautiful couple. Okay, y'all is a beautiful couple. Felipe, I need you to go ahead on and move to Atlanta where he at. Or Philip, move to where Felipe at. Because that's your problem. You're backed up. You ain't getting no peen on the regular. You ain't getting that D on the regular. And you need to be served. You need to be serviced. So, because you're backed up and your attitude is cranky. Because you ain't got to treat them people like that. You can be stern without being disrespectful, without being arrogant, and without being condescending. But all in all, that's what the show was this week. That's what it gave, nothing more, nothing less. I was happy with it. I will be back for episode 3 of Kandi in the Game. All right, readers, y'all know how we do. See y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I'm doing an upload or go live, because I will start going live soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.